Hello. Welcome to my Facebook Live post for this afternoon. I'm coming on today because I can't make my Thursday afternoon Facebook Live, my normal Facebook Live time, because I have to go to a funeral in Brisbane on Thursday. So I'm coming on today to share with you this fun card. So I'm just trying to dial up my thingy so that I can look at what's going on. Okay, so there we go. I have got this all sorted out now. This card actually was inspired by this card, which is featuring the country gingham paper and the gorgeous Petal Park Builder Punch and the Petal Park stamp set. I liked the 3 pieces of designer series paper and the 3 greetings falling down the page. So that was my inspiration for this card. But this time I'm using the Two Tone Flora stamp set and the coordinating Two Tone Flora dies and pairing them with the Fancy Flora designer series paper. And with this card, it's not 3 separate pieces of paper, it's 1 piece of paper, and trying to find the order that it comes in. There we go, that's it, all joined up. So 1 piece of paper, like a little jigsaw puzzle, that I'm going to stick together and separate. Actually, so while I've got that sorted out, I'll just do that quickly so that I know what I'm doing. So I'll put this one on the outside, just get a bit of seal there. That one's on the outside, leave a little border all the way around. And then this one's on the other outside. So one on the left and one on the right. And then leave a little border all the way around. The middle one in last. Oops. That way I can ensure my gaps between each of the papers are all uniform. And there you've got that continuous picture there. And I've got my spare piece for my inside card, which I do like to have coordinating paper as well. So let's just fold. I've got Evening Evergreen for my card base, soft sea foam for my inside, and these colours I've chosen because they're the ones that are featured in the paper. And if ever you want to find out what the colours are in the paper, the best resource for that is to actually look at your catalogue. When you look at your catalogue, have I got the right page here? Yep. There's always a list of the colours of the card, the coordinating cardstock in the catalogue. There is also on the back packaging of the paper when you buy it a list of colours as well, and there's usually more than there are in the catalogue. But I also just looked at the paper as well to get my colours. So here we go. That's a good basic card design. It shows off paper beautifully. It's easy to do. You've got your coordinating, all works very nicely. And then we have the stamping to go with it. So I'll do another happy birthday. Grab my happy birthday out of there. And my Evening Evergreen. Get you out of the way. And I will stamp. Actually, I've got another piece here. So I'll put my three happy birthdays there. So happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. I've stamped them quite close to the edge. Just cover you up so don't make a mess. And I'll trim them off, I think. Just move you out of the way. Just trim them off so that it's 1 centimetre there. And that way they're nice and skinny. So I just grabbed a little scrap out of my box of tricks in my drawer. Cardio. Oh, no, that's my example. Here's my card. And trim my happy birthdays. 1, 2, 3, and then using my mini dimensionals, put a couple of little mini foam dimensionals on the back of each of those so that they stand out from the card and look very pretty. One more here. Take the backing off them, and I'll start in this section here. 1, and I'll just keep going up my card and offsetting it a little for each one. Oh. Have I got, yes, I've got some adhesive on there. 1, 2, and a little bit more here, and yep, a bit hard to tell sometimes. I can't quite see. I have seen other amazing card makers colour the backing of all of the dimensionals so that you know exactly which ones you've used. I forgot to also stamp. I didn't, inside this one it says, I didn't forget your birthday, I'm just stretching out the celebration. But let's see if I can remember a birthday, and I'll put grateful for the everyday magic of you, because I really like that greeting. I've used it quite a few times. You may have seen me use it on my card last week. Okay, there we go. Grateful for the everyday magic of you. Done. And now all we have to do is stamp some little flowers to go on the front of the card. So 1, 2, 3 little flowers. That's all we need. I've got some white cardstock here, which helps it pop out when we stamp. My little piercing mat to help it stamp a bit better, because I'm using photopolymer. It really does need, that's a 2nd generation. It really does need the extra give of the piercing mat. Okay, so Daffodil Delight for the first layer of each of my flowers. 1, and clean you off and put you over there. And the next one, 2, and then the next one, 3. I'm spacing them out nice and widely so that when I go to do my die cutting, they'll be easily able to be die cut all together at the same time. And now for my second layer. Okay, just lining up my stamps on my already stamped image so that I know where I'm going. And 1, and this one, and 2. Oh, that's a bit off, Julia. I might try it again. No, that's a terrible no-go one. Right, so let's try this way and see how it works when we do the top layer over the top. Which one was that? This one here. And pop the flower over the top of my detail. Well, that worked pretty nicely, didn't it? And then last of all, this one, and I stamped that actually upside down. So there we are, and there's that one. Right, so lucky I had extra piece of cardstock, isn't it? Because I needed it. All right, now it's time to cut out my little flowers using my trusty friend here. Got my base platform and my cutting platform, my cardstock, and then the little flowers to cut out. One. This one's pretty easy. And then this one. So this Two Tone Flora stamp set is actually quite a useful stamp set because it has 5 different size flowers in it. And also a bunch of tiny flowers. There we go. And they all have coordinating dies and coordinating 2-step images that actually work quite easily. I did a video showing off this set, using a stamper artist to line up the 2-step, but it actually works quite nicely. Okay, bring my card back in here, turn these over and do some dimensionals on the back of each of them. And then the tricky bit now is just decorating. One there, one there, oh, down a bit, like I didn't push too hard, and then one here. And then somewhere around here I had some beautiful rhinestones. Here we go, the iridescent rhinestones. We've always got to have something sparkly on a card, haven't we? 1, 2, and 1, 2, and another one over here. There we go. There's my card finished for you. Using the Fancy Flora paper, the 2-tone stamp set, and the 2-tone dies, and it was inspired by this little card that also uses designer series paper in a 3 pattern. Easy peasy layout and design. Give it a go. And thank you for everyone who came to join me today. It's been lovely sharing time with you, and I'll see you again next week. Bye bye now.